It took me, my seminary formation was 16 years. When I was in class 10th grade, I entered the seminary. So first I had to finish all the secular studies. After finishing that, I was sent to the novitiate. Novitiate is a 1 year special spiritual preparation to make first vows in the religious life, And this was 1 year very special spiritual preparation by praying, meditating, and studying religious life, and then spirituality of congregation and charism, community life, and the history of the religious life, all this. And then I came back to the seminary for 2 years philosophical studies. I went to India and I did my theology study there. And then after finishing theological studies, I made my final vow as a religious. And then I was ordained as deacon. After being ordained as deacon, I was sent for diaconate or diaconate ministry for 9 months. And after that, I was ordained as a priest 2003. I've been in my priesthood for 15 years. Yes, I was very happy. I was ordained, as I said, 2003 on December 29th, 15 years ago. It was my great moment of joy and gratitude, because after 16 years of formation, I was ordained as priest, and Jesus called me to be a follower of Him. Yeah, sure, because I am for the church, because priesthood is meant for the service, to serve the body of Christ, and church is the body of Christ, and I represent Jesus Christ, which is the head of the church. It is impossible to be, to be 100% sure, but I have a desire. So I cannot guarantee that I would be, but I have a desire, sincere and strong desire. Yes, because now I've been in my priesthood 15 years. Day by day, it is more growing, and my understanding, because as a seminarian, I was different in terms of my thinking, in terms of my Now, as I move forward, I'm growing more, knowledge, more understanding of the church, even for my more self-understanding, as I relate to my community, the church, I'm knowing myself, because interpersonal relation is relation, and then interpersonal relation help us to know myself.
Chance did better or that?
Yeah, because I mean, I am now called to be other Christ, so I'm becoming day by day better and better, I'm trying my best to become more like Christ. Oh, I was really happy when right after my ordination. I was assigned at the parish where there were about 10,000 people, and coming from 13th language, from 13 languages background. So there were different kinds of people. Most of them were indigenous. So I was very happy to serve them. And this parish was in the area of tea estate, the tea garden, so it's beautiful, tea garden, hilly areas. And of course, I missed that. I was there 2.5 years. That was my first ministry as a priest. So I really enjoyed serving them, going to them every day in the afternoon, evening, celebrating mass for them. And they worked in the tea garden. After finishing their work, they would come back home, they cook, they take shower, and then come for mass in the evening. Yes, my forefathers have been Catholic since 16th century. That means 500 years. I used to be an altar server. I used to go to mass every day.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
get up early in the morning. My mom used to, wake me up early in the morning around 5, and every day at our parish at 6 we have mass. So I used to go to mass every day and serve at the mass. And seeing the priest serving at the mass, I felt a strong desire and vocation, strong, attachment to this way of life. That's how I, expressed my desire and felt that this is my vocation. So when I was in class 4, since then I used to become an altar server. I used to be an altar server. I read the lots of lives of saints, and one of the saints is Saint Francis Xavier, who was missionary to India. So I read his life, and his missionary life really encouraged me to become a priest and become a missionary like him. So particularly the life of Saint Francis Xavier inspired me to be a missionary and to join a congregation. No, I'm happy, I'm happy, but that doesn't mean that I am 100% happy. It's not possible to be 100% happy, but I'm happy, more happy. And it's not easy life, challenging life. And now coming here, it is also different cultures, different languages. So there are challenges, difficulties, and particularly in this moment of the church, the sexual abuses are taking place, becoming a priest is very, very challenging, many people misunderstand us, or they generalize everyone, every priest. So it is challenging, difficult, not easy, but still I'm happy. In my As human being, I'm the same person, but of course there is a growth, there is a different attitudes, development, maturity in terms of thinking. So I'm growing day by day, though as a human I'm same, I'm a sinners, I'm weak, I'm fragile, but day by day I'm growing more and more like Christ. But I am not completely 100% became like Christ. Yeah.